Good evening, Tiger fans. I'm Kody Johnson with iFIBER One Sports. With me is Casey Smith helping call the game tonight. We've got the Grandview Lady Greyhounds coming into town for some volleyball action. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with some pregame and more Ephrata volleyball in just a moment.
I'm Matt Manweller, and I'm running for the Washington State Legislature.
And I'm Shelley Manweller, and this is Grayson and Lincoln Manweller.
You just met the reason I'm running. I believe my kids, your kids, everyone's kids deserve the same opportunity and prosperity that our parents left to us. That is a responsibility we should all take seriously. Help me shrink government, grow jobs, and unleash the potential of Washington. We're the Manwellers, and we're asking for your vote this November.
Hi, I'm Annette with Grant PUD. Don't let your bill catch you off guard when the weather changes. Sign up for our budget pay program, which will take 12 months of your regular bill and average it so you have one easy to pay amount every month. Ask your CSR at 766-2505 or look us up at www.gcpud.org for more information. And don't forget to like us on Facebook.
My family and I were driving our one-day-old son home from the hospital when we got a flat tire. With no spare in our car and nothing but rice fields in sight, we called Les Schwab. When Joe saw us on the side of the road with two babies, he insisted he'd drive me and the kids home.
Let's get you home safe.
While my husband waited for the tow truck. In no time, Joe's crew had our tire repaired and wouldn't even accept a tip for a ride home, saying it was
baby's first gift.
I'm Estee Wood, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Hi, this is Tony with Moses Lake Market, and I want to invite you to come to our horse and tack sale on the last Sunday of the month. Used tack and miscellaneous items are also welcome for consignment. Our tack will sell from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., and the horse sale will start at 1 p.m. sharp. So be sure to be out there at 14372 North Frontage Road East in Moses Lake. Fun, food, and entertainment for all, so bring the whole family. For more information, call us at 509-750-5800.
Hi, this is Kelly Moore from Moore Furniture. I want to let you all know how excited we are about Sealy's new gel memory foam beds. Sealy has taken memory foam to a whole new level by infusing gel beads into the mattress to keep you from getting too warm while you sleep. They come with a 25-year warranty, and we've got them on our floor for you to try out. We also offer free delivery and in-house financing, so stop by and see us and get yourself sleeping good at night. Remember, whatever you do in bed, Sealy supports it. So come see us at Moore Furniture in Ephrata or find us on the web at moorefurniture.net.
On November 11th, we pay tribute to all veterans of our nation, past and present. It's a very small token for those who have sacrificed so much for the freedoms we enjoy today. We salute all who have served this glorious nation in uniform, including those who are currently serving in the armed forces. On this Veterans Day, we ask you to honor your co-workers, neighbors, and family members who are veterans, and thank them for their service. This message brought to you by the wartime veterans of the American Legion and this station.
And welcome back, folks. We're broadcasting live from Ephrata High School. Lady Tigers with some volleyball for us tonight. I'm Kody Johnson with iFIBER One Sports. Calling the game with me tonight is Casey Smith. Casey, welcome once again.
Thank you. It's happy to be here.
And we got a big game coming up here tonight.
We do. It's another senior night, just like last week, except this time it's for the Lady Tigers. They've got two seniors, Stephanie Wolf and Tessa Radigan, but we've also got another game that has playoff implications.
Right. I mean, this is really a must-win for the Tigers tonight.
It is. Right now, the Tigers are sitting in 7th place within the league with record. Sorry about that. Is 3-4. They've won 3 games, lost 4, and this is actually the last game of the regular season for the Grandview Greyhounds, and they are at 4-4. So a win here by Ephrata lets them get up into 6th place, and for the district tournament, the top 6 teams get to go to the tournament.
So they're fighting for that last place here in the CWAC, and they would be tied if Grandview, if the Tigers can beat them tonight. The Tigers have one more game, but even if they do lose that one, they should have that tiebreaker over Grandview.
Yeah, if they go through, because the Tigers do have one more game coming up on Thursday, and that's against Othello. Othello's sitting at 1-6 in league, so hopefully you can chalk that one up for a win. So even if they did lose that one, like you were saying, by winning tonight, they would still be able to keep that spot. And what the nice thing is that the top seed and the second seed get to have a bye in the tournament. So their district tournament starts on October 30th, with the regular tournament being in Yakima at East Valley on November 3rd.
Yeah.
And so that would, even getting in the 6th seed, you're going to be playing the 3rd place team, which is right now sitting as East Valley, and they're 6-2. So those top 3 or 4 teams in the CWAC are actually pretty tough.
Yeah, they are. We've talked to some of the coaches from around the CWAC, and they said this is looking like the strongest league that they've ever had, with the new schools coming in, which says quite a lot.
It does. As they play the games and as the girls go through, we're sitting here watching the JV games. The girls are just having fun, and after a long season, it's good to see them still having fun. I don't know if I have that. I don't know if I have that much energy now, or if I had this much energy when I was a kid.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, I've got a couple other quick announcements here. Girls soccer district play begins on Thursday, October 25th. Ephrata will travel to either Ellensburg or Sela to play a loser-out game there. And, of course, iFIBER One Sports will be here again in Ephrata for Friday night football. They are taking on the Prosser Mustangs, and there again, another important game for Ephrata.
It is. Ephrata's sitting there in the middle of the pack right now, so to be able to get into playoff contention, it's there. But, Prosser's looking pretty good this year. They've only lost one game, and, that was the state leader right now, Othello.
Yeah, Othello Huskies. Some of the people from Othello say it's probably the best Othello football team they've ever had. Yes. And Prosser only lost one by 14 points.
It is, and I've been noticing, you and I were just able to look at the schedule there, and Prosser knows how to put some points up. They've had a couple, I think 2 or 3, maybe even 4 50-plus point games. But, the Ephrata Tigers can do that, too. They were able to put 48 up. Granted, it was against Toppenish, but it's still, you still got to move the 100 yards to get to that score.
Yep, and they're lucky to be able to draw that home game against Prosser. They'll need all the help they can get, I think. They're looking good, but, again, Prosser looking like a number 2 team.
Yeah, but, the weather's turning cold, and that's going to do a lot of things. We've had a unseasonably warm fall, I think, and so, the boys are going to be getting used to that warm weather, and we're going to see what either team can do as they have to maybe put on some gloves and deal with a little bit of cool temperatures.
Weather is, it's going to start becoming more of a factor.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, once that sun sets, we're going to get temperatures dropping below 30. And
get a little wind, maybe a little snow.
Yeah, you know what? That's envious. I'll be able to hang with Kelly back in the studio, so we'll be thinking of you while you're out there.
Oh, I'm sure. We're just about ready to wrap up our JV games here. And it looks like Grandview has won the first 2, and they're about to win a third here.
Yeah, the scores for the JV, Grandview took the first game 26-24, so they took it all the way, to extra points there. But then they got it back together in the second game, 25-18. And it looks like this one right now, we're at Grandview 23, Ephrata 14.
Yep. All right, let's take another quick commercial break. Thank our sponsors, allowing us to do our broadcast live from Ephrata here. I'm Kody Johnson with iFIBER One Sports, and this is Casey Smith helping do our play calling here. We're going to be back in just a moment.
You believe this guy?
Are you trying to start a wildfire?
Sorry. Pass the honey?
9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hi, I'm Dan, lineman at Grant PD. If you are planning on digging more than 12 inches deep, you are required by state law to call 811 for a free location service. Knowing the location of buried pipes and utility lines before digging can prevent death, injuries, and costly outages. Please do the right thing and call 811 for a free location service 2 days before doing any digging. For more info, call 811 or visit gcpud.org and like us on Facebook.
Have you had enough recession, enough unemployment, enough government telling you how to run your business? I'm Matt Manwiller, and I'm running for the Washington State Legislature. I want to shrink the size of government, grow jobs, and unleash the potential of Washington. We can do that by cutting regulations, protecting private property rights, and finding water storage solutions. Let's get government out of the way so we can let the creative and hardworking people of Washington create all the jobs and prosperity we all deserve.
Life in the military is one of service and sacrifice, and for some, that sacrifice is more than many of us can imagine. Please join with the American Legion in recognizing and supporting our wounded warriors and their families. Let's not allow them to be forgotten and left to fend for themselves. They deserve more. Sometimes just thank you isn't enough. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
Hi, this is Tony with Moses Lake Market, and I want to invite you to come to our horse and tack sale on the last Sunday of the month. Used tack and miscellaneous items are also welcome for consignment. Our tack will sell from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., and the horse sale will start at 1 p.m. sharp. So be sure to be out there at 14372 North Frontage Road East in Moses Lake. Fun, food, and entertainment for all, so bring the whole family. For more information, call us at 509-750-5800.
Hi, I'm Dan, lineman at Grant PD. Portable generators can keep things running if the power goes out, but do not operate generators indoors as the exhaust can be deadly in a confined space. Also, do not connect portable generators directly to household wiring because the electricity could harm linemen working to restore power. Please follow all safety and operating instructions in the generator's owner's manual. For more information, visit gcpud.org and like us on Facebook.
And welcome back, folks. I'm Kody Johnson with iFIBER One Sports. With me is Casey Smith, and we're broadcasting live from Ephrata High School. Lady Tigers have a volleyball match, and they are hosting the Grandview Lady Greyhounds. Big game tonight. Win this one, and they're into the district playoffs.
It is, and you know, I had a chance to talk with Coach Lefevre of the Lady Greyhounds, and you know, was asking him about what this meant, and you know, he's just really excited to be where he's at. They have a very, 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 very young team.
They do, yes.
They're starting 3 freshmen, 2 sophomores, 1 junior, and 1 senior. But the bright point of this is that their 1 senior that they have, she has been a 3-time first-team all-league player, and will probably get that same thing again this year. So he's had the example they're able to learn from, but having that young of a team to be sitting right in the middle of the pack of the league, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, definitely putting some of the heavy lifting, you know, on those younger players for Grandview, and they've done pretty well. I mean, they're in 6th place right now. They're in their own driver's seats. You know, whoever comes out on top is going to hit that 6th spot for the playoffs.
They have a winning record of 8-5, and so 4-4 in league. So You know, they're doing it where it counts, and you know what? It just goes to say, like I've said, what I've loved about watching high school sports. These kids, they play for the passion. You know, they like the numbers and things like that, but they're loving the opportunity to get on the floor and play.
Yep. And folks, don't forget, you can watch any games that we broadcast live. You can go to iFIBER1.com and you can catch the complete games on demand in our sports section. Each one of these, we have a section for each one of these schools. You can go back and catch some football, volleyball, and well, pretty soon here, first part of December, we will be broadcasting basketball. I know you're a basketball fan.
That's what I'm excited. That's what I'm excited for is basketball season. You know, but I've been excited too. And you know, if you guys haven't went to that www.ifiber1.com and just checked out, I mean, one thing that I was just commenting to you before is, you know, being the voice of the Columbia Basin, we're getting that news faster. I mean, I was able to actually watch news about the unfortunate, you know, homicides that were found. But I mean, I didn't have to wait for Spokane to get it to roll through their stuff to see it on TV. I was able to pull up the story, and oh, look, here's something new. And I mean, you guys are actually hitting it to the internet faster than the local newspapers.
Yeah, they're doing a terrific job. Bill Stevenson down there, our iFIBER 1 news director, Ryan Lancaster. Boy, he does a great job bird-dogging those big stories, even the little stories, too. He's such a flair for that.
Well, it is. I mean, I've seen him. I don't think I've seen him standing still for more than five seconds at a time whenever I've seen him around, and I keep coming like, wow, he knew about that. Wow, he knew about that. I mean, it's a great source for local news, local events, little things that are going on and happening that you usually have to go to the water cooler to hear about, and now you have a great resource there at www.ifiber1.com.
And we got 3 weeks under our belt here now with the news program, and and local weather too. We should mention that.
Yes. I mean, it's a
first time you've ever can get local weather here in the Columbia Basin.
And then even we're able to say Columbia Basin, but for those that are watching us at Moses Lake and here in Ephrata, it's really local. And so that's exciting. I'm finding myself. I've put it on my favorites on my tab, clicking on there, and I find myself going to that more than I'm going to the newspaper online.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And again, we want to send some kudos out there to that news team. Bill Stevenson, Ryan Lancaster, of course, Kelly Ryan, always there. Our director, whether it's news or sports. Should take a minute here and thank our crew. We've got Robert Ryder. He's kind of floating between cameras right now. Eli Flanagan and Merlin Smith on camera. And I just mentioned we've got Kelly Ryan down there in our studio pushing buttons and doing the everything a director should do down there. We are about 20 minutes out here. Is Jason down there? I'm hearing the. Well, Jason Pattison, he does our graphics for us, and he didn't show up on Saturday for Big Men Volleyball, so I just assumed he wasn't here tonight.
Oh, sorry, dude. That's because I wasn't there for you, Jason, right?
Hey, I'm actually on the mic here. I got Jason standing behind me, so he's listening to everything you're saying right now. Remember, he still holds Jason, the power of the word on the screen, the CGs.
That's right. We do have to be nice to Jason because I was just reminded he's the guy who puts the text and the titles up. And we may not know what he's. Yeah, look out come April 1st.
Okay. Well, that's a ways down the road. I got some time to be. I got your back on Friday, Jason. Don't worry about it.
Jason, just give it a big thumbs up. All right, I'm signing back to you.
Couple other announcements here. We got some wonderful events coming up here in Ephrata. We got a band concert on November 1st. That's going to be at 7:30 p.m. That's going to be in the Commons area here at the high school. On October 30th, 1 week from tonight, we've got the choir concert, and that's going to be in the PAC gym. And we're checking on that. We might be able to broadcast that one live. We'll get some more information out to you folks as we get a little bit closer to that. And then again, Michelle Webb wanted me to remind everyone winter sports practices begin November 12th. So if you haven't got your physical and all that stuff taken care of, you want to get that done. November 12th, winter sports practices start.
That means basketball's right around the corner, right?
Right around the corner. Yeah. Absolutely. All right, folks, I want you to hang with us here. We got 18 minutes until our varsity game starts. And we're going to take another quick timeout here. Thank our sponsors. We're back in just a moment.
When we walk together, we are bigger than cancer. Join the world's biggest fight for more birthdays, the American Cancer Society Relay for Life. Find your community's event at relayforlife.org.
It's always wildfire season somewhere in America. Nearly 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by the carelessness of humans and could be prevented. But together, we can make a difference.
Watch what I can do!
Help protect the home of our forest friends.
Come on! You can do it!
Only you can prevent wildfires.
To find out more, log on to SmokeyBear.com.
Are you gearing up for hunting season this year? If so, then this message is for you. Hi, I'm Brad with Grant PUD. Each year, PUD crews repair lines and other equipment damaged by hunters. Shooting a line can cause equipment to fail later, so please be a careful and considerate sportsman and help by reporting any damage you see by calling 509-754-0500. Thanks, and have a safe time in the field.
Hi, this is Kelly Moore from Moore Furniture. I want to let you all know how excited we are about Sealy's new gel memory foam beds. Sealy has taken memory foam to a whole new level by infusing gel beads into the mattress to keep you from getting too warm while you sleep. They come with a 25-year warranty, and we've got them on our floor for you to try out. We also offer free delivery and in-house financing, so stop by and see us and get yourself sleeping good at night. Remember, whatever you do in bed, Sealy supports it. So come see us at Moore Furniture in Ephrata or find us on the web at morefurniture.net.
On November 11th, we pay tribute to all veterans of our nation, past and present. It's a very small token for those who have sacrificed so much for the freedoms we enjoy today. We salute all who have served this glorious nation in uniform, including those who are currently serving in the armed forces. On this Veterans Day, we ask you to honor your co-workers, neighbors, and family members who are veterans, and thank them for their service. This message brought to you by the wartime veterans of the American Legion and this station.
"7,000 high school students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. We can keep Seattle students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step.
Hi, I'm Scott with Energy Services at Grant PUD. We can help you make your home more energy efficient and comfortable. Grant PUD has a low-interest loan program to help pay for energy-saving upgrades to your home. To learn more about loans for energy-saving upgrades and to see if you qualify, call us at 766-2512 or visit gcpud.org for more information and like us on Facebook.
America, meet Greg Anderson. Served 2 tours in Afghanistan, Bronze Star and Purple Heart recipient, and unemployed. The unemployment rate among transitioning service members is unacceptably high, much higher than the general population. Veterans are a proven commodity. They're mature, reliable, and hardworking, and they deserve a chance to get back to work after serving their country. Do you really want to honor a veteran? Hire one. Go to legion.org/honor-veterans to find out how you can help.
Hi, my name's CJ. A few years ago, my father became seriously ill. I did what I could do before he passed, but it took its toll. I lost my job, my house. I'm getting back on my feet, but I don't know when there'll be food on the table. How'd I do, CJ?
We could be twins.
Well, cousins, maybe.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
Negative yards.
Yeah. And welcome back, folks. We are broadcasting live from Ephrata High School. Tigers, Lady Tigers volleyball team taking on the Grandview Lady Greyhounds. And with me calling the game tonight, I've got Casey Smith. And you know what? Before we get too far along, I should point out our pregame show may be extended just a little bit. The JV game went a little bit long.
Yeah, they did go long as they were playing back and forth there. They had some pretty good rallies, so it looks like we might be looking to start this game just right around 10 after 7.
Yep, I think you're right. We do want to send a big thank you out to the Ephrata High School Athletic Director, Michelle Webb, always rolling out the red carpet here for us, allowing us to come in with our cables and our, although we don't have a lot of cables, broadcasting wirelessly for the most part, but we have some power cables here and there, and kind of taking over part of the bleachers. So we want to say thank you to Michelle Webb one more time.
Well, and she did well too. She saw us coming in. She's like, "Wow, we get you guys today. Let us get you a table." And they had 2 young ladies come and get us this table set up. So when he says the red carpet, we're not just giving lip service. She's really She's treated us well.
Oh yeah, she always does. Always does. Now I want to remind you folks. On Friday, we're back here in Ephrata for Ephrata High School football Friday night, and that's going to be another big game.
It will. The Prosper Mustangs are coming in here, but last week they had a great turnout, and I found out that the nickname of the fans here are the Super Fans, and
Super Fans.
If it was anything like homecoming, you're going to have a packed house, and that's always helps out. That lets the underdog give them that 12th man.
Yeah. Yeah, boy, that was standing room only. For that homecoming game here in Ephrata.
My son was saying, that's Merlin who's on the cameras, that it was hard to get some of the shots because they just weren't able to move because they just, like you said, the standing room only. So that's exciting. I love seeing, that's what I love about even small high school sports is that the fans come out, the fans support. I wish I'd see more of this coming out because I get really excited when I see the fans going crazy.
Yeah, and Ephrata has a long history of football tradition here. A lot of titles you can kind of see on the wall there, some of them. A lot of state titles in the mid to late 80s, I think some early 90s. And, they did bump up to that next classification as far as school sizes. And, that they had to adjust to, playing with bigger schools there for a little while. And the last couple of years, it's been kind of a rebuilding mode for the Tiger football team, and now it's starting to pay off.
And what I was seeing last week, against Toppenish is that they are doing well. They're playing as a team, making good decisions, and both sides of the ball. And it's good to see those traditions. It's creating memories and creating fun. And I, for one, am glad to be a part of it.
Yeah, I know. It's one of the funnest jobs you could have, announcing sports here in Ephrata or Moses Lake,
Yeah. Well, just here being in the Columbia Basin, just going out, we get the chance to head up to ACH and to tape some of their games. We're not able to, our wireless doesn't go that far, but, being able to tape that for the local is that it's special. These kids see, big high schools, Spokane, Seattle high schools on TV all the time, and, why don't they get the chance to be on, and having a local station here like iFIBER 1 lets that happen. And I don't know how many parents do they just get excited when they get the chance to be on TV. And, and it's there. And it's there, just like, Kelly Ryan always says is that this is going to be there on YouTube, on the internet for when they're older. They're going to get a chance to show their kids.
One of the good things that will live forever on the internet, I'm sure there's lots of opportunities for other things to show up. But, one of the things you can go back on and show your kids and your grandkids. that does remind me, talking high school sports, we had a young man out of Central Valley High School in Spokane kick a 67-yard field goal.
I remember seeing that.
Which is 4 yards longer than the NFL record. Now, you can. The reason I bring this up is because we did include it in last night's news broadcast. If you want to take a look at that, go to iFIBER1.com and look at the rebroadcast for the news segment last night. And, you know, that kid, when he kicked, I mean, just took off like a rocket. And, you know, kind of, he had a little bit of room to spare, but not much. And, you know, I hear he already had some interest from Eastern Washington University.
I bet you there's some other ones calling now.
I bet his phone is busy now. I know.
Yeah, unfortunately, Eastern's not going to get a chance to, you know, to do that. I'm sure, you know, Wazoo and the University of Washington have probably all of a sudden picked them. If they haven't, there's an AD saying,
yeah,
where's this number?
Yeah.
That's just great that, you know, the kid can be able to do that. And again, that speaks to the, you know, to the passion of sports. It's just, I'm just going to go out and play, and I'm just going to go kick it as hard as I can. But wow, what was going through the coach's mind to be able to say, you know what, let's try a 67-yard
Well,
field
you
goal.
know, it put him into overtime with that kick, and I understand they went on to win the game.
Well,
I tell you what, though, I mean, you know, if you're watching your kicker kick a 67-yard field goal to get it into overtime, you better believe you better win that game.
It is, you know, but I'm sure they came back.
A role reversal. You know, the kicker's gonna meet you out back.
You know, I hear all the time. You know, listening to Sports Talk Radio, a couple of the guys on there going through, and the kickers never get any love.
Right.
They never get any love. But you know, this kid's getting a lot of love. I'm sure he instantly was the most popular person in the high school.
It's amazing. 4 yards longer than the NFL record.
Yeah, you know, and I'm wondering how many coaches in the NFL are now saying, "Okay, guys, guess what?
Yeah,
if this 17-year-old can do it, guess what? You guys better man up."
Yeah. Anyway, congratulations out to him, and we are still 7 minutes away from game time here. Again, we are getting a late start. We had our JV game ran a little bit long. Casey, if we can, let's give them a rundown on those scores one more time from our JV game.
The JV game. Unfortunately, the Ephrata Lady Tigers didn't fare as well as they would like. They started off strong in the first game. You know, they were able to take it to extra points, but Grandview was able to pull it off with a 24-26 win over the Lady Tigers. Second game went, you know, just as long, but Grandview again topped it out at 25-18, and then they were able to finish that last one with the score of, I believe it was 25-17.
Yeah. Yep. All right, folks, let's take another commercial break here so we can thank our sponsors. They make it possible for us to be out here broadcasting all these local sports. I'm Kody Johnson with iFIBER One Sports. With me is Casey Smith. We're going to be back in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Scott with Energy Services at Grant PUD. We can help you make your home more energy efficient and comfortable. Grant PUD has a low-interest loan program to help pay for energy-saving upgrades to your home. To learn more about loans for energy-saving upgrades and to see if you qualify, call us at 766-2512 or visit gcpud.org for more information and like us on Facebook.
America, meet Greg Anderson. Served 2 tours in Afghanistan, Bronze Star and Purple Heart recipient, and unemployed. The unemployment rate among transitioning service members is unacceptably high, much higher than the general population. Veterans are a proven commodity. They're mature, reliable, and hardworking, and they deserve a chance to get back to work after serving their country. Do you really want to honor a veteran? Hire one. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
Hi, my name's CJ. A few years ago, my father became seriously ill. I did what I could do before he passed, but it took its toll. I lost my job, my house. I'm getting back on my feet, but I don't know when there'll be food on the table. How'd I do, CJ?
We could be twins.
Well, cousins, maybe.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
As we recognize the service of America's men and women in uniform, let's also honor the families who sacrifice so much every day. As the service member serves, so does the family. Do you really want to honor a veteran? Look for ways to support their families and thank them for their sacrifices. Go to legion.org/honor-veterans to find out how you can help.
Hi, I'm Annette with customer service at Grant County PUD. Do you want an easy 24-hour way to pay your bill? Just log on to www.gcpud.org and check out our options. We have a one-time payment, and we also have a sure pay option, which gives you paperless billing and make sure you never miss that bill. It is an easy way to save time and postage. Please log on to www.gcpud.org for more options.
And welcome back, Tiger fans. I'm Kody Johnson with iFIBER One Sports. With me is Casey Smith. And it is senior night here. We will be recognizing the senior volleyball players. But Casey, in our program, we've got a couple, some other seniors from two other sports that are very difficult for us to broadcast. One of which is swimming. Because of the humidity, we're not able to get our cameras in there. And the other one is cross country. And I didn't think you wanted to wear a backpack and a camera to follow that.
This 6'4" 300-pound man running down across country. You might want to turn the camera on myself. That might be comical to see. But
well, let's go ahead and give a rundown on those seniors as well.
We will. Let's quickly for cross country. The seniors that we want to thank is Rihanna Baldua, Hannah Gunderson, Vidal Kinnenberg, Benjamin Carter, Brian Heer, Kieran Rolfe, Chris Simon, and Ryan Trepanier. And for swimming, the senior is Lauren Laird. And we'd like to say congratulations and good luck as you head on to your college careers.
Lauren doing a terrific job. She's qualified, I think, for 5 different swimming events for district. And I know that young lady very well. And I want and her parents, and big congratulations there. All right, folks, we are just about ready to start. Tiger fans, you are watching iFIBER One Sports, and it starts now. Welcome back, folks. I'm Kody Johnson with iFIBER One Sports, and with me tonight, calling our game, I've got Casey Smith. And Casey, I do want to thank you again. For those of you who don't know, I really haven't talked about this, but I did suffer a pretty severe shoulder injury, and Casey's been on board with me on a few occasions. And sure is nice to get the extra help, especially during some of these exciting games like we've got here tonight.
Well, the pleasure is all mine. Being a proclaimed sports geek myself, this is what's great. And looks like let's turn it over down to the athletic director as we honor our 2 seniors tonight.
Through their dedication to this program, they have contributed in making Tiger Volleyball a winning team. We would like to congratulate our seniors on a successful season and wish them good luck as they continue their postseason play. Thank you to the following seniors for your years of dedication to the volleyball program, and a big thank you to the parents for your contribution in supporting your daughter and the program throughout the years. Congratulations, seniors. And now the following seniors and their parents will now be introduced. Number 3, Stephanie Wolf. Stephanie's parents are Rod and Kathy Wolf. Our second senior is number 4, Tessa Radigan. Tessa's parents are Mark and Sherry Radigan, and we apologize for having senior night during hunting season, obviously. Congratulations, seniors of 2012. We wish you the best as you venture out beyond Ephrata history. Good luck tonight. Let's give the seniors a big round of applause.
We were mentioning, we were talking off the air earlier about it, being a lot of orange and black that during hunt season, and looks like that affected both the fathers of the seniors.
I doubt there's a deer within 10 miles of Ephrata right now.
These rules provide for fair competition amongst players. As we strive to observe the rules of fair play, we expect all players and spectators to exhibit good sportsmanship. Remember to show respect for officials and opposing team members. Thank you for your cooperation. At this time, we ask that you stand and remove your hats as we say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with
You know, Kody, but the one nice thing about iFIBER1.com is those fathers are going to be able to tune in later and to watch this game.
That's right.
Number 10, Taylor Ham. And now the non-starters for Ephrata. Number 7, Taylor Phelps. Number 8, Rachel Gear. Number 11, Maddie Youngers. And now for the starting lineups. For the Greyhounds, a 5'5" freshman, number 5, Hannah Pond. And for your Tigers, a 5'2" freshman, number 1, Tegan Moore. For Grandview, a 5'5" sophomore, number 8, Casey Colmar. And for the Tigers, a 5'8" sophomore, number 2, Demi Beavers. For Grandview, a 5'9" sophomore, number 11, Samantha Grove. And for Ephrata, a 5'7" senior, number 3, Stephanie Wolf. For Grandview, a 5'9" senior, number 21, Peyton Parrish. And for the Tigers, a 5'7" junior, number 9, Sierra Woods. For Grandview, a 5'9" junior, number 22, Taylor Hall. And for the Tigers, a 5'8" freshman, number 10, Corey Eder. For Grandview, a 5'2" freshman, number 23, Evan Swearingen. And for the Tigers, a 5'7" junior, number 12, Sarah Pheasant. For Grandview, at libero, a 5' freshman, number 13, Susie Medina. And for the Tigers, at libero, a 5'5" senior, number 4, Tessa Radigan. The head coach for Grandview is John Lefevre, assisted by Michelle Swearingen and Tammy Parrish. The head coach for Ephrata is Brittany Radigan, assisted by Heather Wood, Lisa McWilliams, and Ellie Podgratz. Tonight's officials are Mike Leonard and Stacy Leonard. Good luck, ladies.
And we're just about underway here at Ephrata High School. Tonight's match is a
being broadcast live by iFIBER Sports. iFIBER TV subscribers can catch the action in high definition on Channel 1. It is also available on the internet and mobile devices at iFIBER1.com. You can also watch tonight's game and many of the broadcasts on demand on the iFIBER 1 Sports website, iFIBER1.com.
I was just going to say that, but Michelle Webb beat me to it.
I did a fine job at it, too.
We ask that all drinks except
Her microphone is louder than mine too. So tonight's game match is officiated by Mike and Stacy Leonard.
You know, we talked about Grandview being really quite young, but we've got some freshmen ourselves starting for Ephrata.
Yeah, you know, they're not just on the varsity team, but they play.
They do. I remember
Ephrata with a very young team. You got a lot of good years of volleyball ahead of this school right here.
We do, and as we were watching the JV, even though they didn't necessarily come away, they were looking pretty good. And I think Ephrata volleyball's got a few more good years, behind them, moving on up.
Well, you know, they did the JV did lose in 3 straight, but you know, with so many freshmen on the varsity team, you know, those players are the JV team is kind of thin.
Yeah,
I mean, the number of players that they've got there, it didn't look like they had a full roster either.
No, I don't think they did. I noticed only myself there was only 1 or 2 people sitting on the bench that were able to to rotate in, and that takes a toll.
And Sarah Pheasant will get us going here. Ephrata with the serve. Big game for both these teams. Tigers looking to move ahead of Grandview in the standings, take that last spot for postseason play. Got a good rally going on here. Nice cross-court shot. And that one will find its mark. Your Lady Tigers hit the scoreboard first. They're up 1-0.
And speaking of one of those freshmen, that kill looks like that was from number 1, Tegan Moore.
Yeah, boy, she is a talented young volleyball player. You're right, just a freshman. One of 3 freshmen on this team. And
they called Tegan into the net on that. And that brings the, well, no. Yeah, Tegan into the net. That's what it was. They didn't get the ball over there, so that ties their score up at 1.
And Grandview with the serve. That one looked like it came off her hand just a little bit weird. Pheasant with the set there. Lady Tigers with some good movement around the court. Radigan with a nice dig.
Point Ephrata there, but that junior Taylor Hall from Grandview had a nice kill, but Ephrata was able to receive that and get the point.
And Grandview on top, 2-1 here in game number 1. Radigan with an incredible dig and dumps it over the net. And they're going to call Radigan with the lift. Boy, that came out pretty fast.
It did. And it was at one of those positions to where whether you're going to bump it or set it, it was right on the line. I don't know if I could have made that decision any better.
And Grandview on top, 3-1.
Looks like serving for Grandview is number 23, Evan Swearingen.
Yeah. And Grandview is on top. Make it 4-2 now. Tigers will take over. Demi Beavers with the serve. Boy, that was close to being out. Grandview keeps it in play.
Beautiful floating serve. Tegan with a wonderful kill there, but Grandview able to get it, but they knock it just left of the pylon there.
And the Tigers close in with 1 point. They trail 3-4. That one will go out of bounds.
Definitely they were trying to key in there on one of the freshmen for Grandview, but they hit it too far out.
Susie Medina will serve for the Lady Greyhounds.
Looks like we have a little bit of an issue with the net or how far the net's over. Referee's taking care of that, trying just to straighten it a little bit.
And if you're just tuning in, we are in game number 1 here. Grandview with the lead, 5-3. And it looks like we're squared away.
The libero, Susie Medina, to serve for the Lady Greyhounds.
And they will call Grandview in the net. And Lady Tigers within 1.
Senior Stephanie Wolf getting that tip for the point.
Tegan Moore with that last serve for the Tigers. That one will find its mark. And Grandview up 6-4 now.
Tessa Radigan checking in for the Ephrata Lady Tigers, replacing Tegan Moore.
Peyton Parrish with the serve for Grandview.
As we mentioned in the pregame show, Peyton Parrish is right now a 3-time first team All-League. One of the bright points for these Lady Greyhounds.
Lady Tigers able to get it over the net. Big block. And another tip will keep it in play. Cross-court shot is going to go off the fingertips. They're going to call the lift. And Grandview up by 3 points now, 7-4.
Ephrata Tigers looking like they need to have a little bit more focus in and going. They're hitting some really wells, but they need to just work on the little things like setting it up.
And that's going to be off the mark there. Grandview 8, Ephrata 4. And I think Carly Etter was thinking she might be going into the bench. She kind of pulled up just a little bit. Grandview up by 5 points now, 9-4. Boy, some nice serves by
the senior over there. But you know, and I was talking to Coach Lefebvre about this, just seeing there, Ephrata just got the point, but the senior out there, which is Peyton Parrish, is helping teach the team. She's out there helping coach right now.
Rachel Gear with that last serve for Ephrata. And they're going to call the lift.
These balls seem to be coming at the Lady Tigers right at chest level to where you've got to make that decision whether to step back and bump or to go through.
It's a tough spot to try and field it. Grandview 10, Ephrata 5. Radigan with a nice shot from the back. And that one will find a hole. And put Grandview up by 6 now.
Number 5, Hannah Pond serving for the Lady Greyhounds.
That'll sail just a bit long. Side out to Ephrata. And senior Stephanie Wolf with the serve for the Lady Tigers. Grandview 11, Ephrata 6. Couldn't quite get to that one. Samantha Grove is checked in for Grandview.
Casey Colmar serving for Grandview. Little miscommunication on the Lady Tigers, but they get it back over, get the point. Taking advantage of a miscommunication for the Lady Greyhounds.
And Grandview with a 5-point lead, 12-7. Tessa Radigan with the serve and
into the
side
net.
out to Grandview.
Taylor Hall, a junior for Grandview, serving the ball.
That was a nice dig there. Not able to get it over the net. Lady Tigers looking a little bit flat-footed here so far. Early in game number 1, they're trailing 14-7.
I think so. The energy level just a little bit down.
Ooh, nice one-handed dig.
There we go. The front line working really well as a team for the Lady Tigers right now. Kept in play by the Lady Greyhounds.
And they're going to call that out of bounds.
Timeout, Ephrata Tigers.
They're going to take a quick timeout. So will we. We're back in just a moment. Tigers trail 15-7.
I'm Matt Manwiller, and I'm running for the Washington State Legislature.
And I'm Shelley Manwiller, and this is Grayson and Lincoln Manwiller.
You just met the reason I'm running. I believe my kids, your kids, everyone's kids deserve the same opportunity and prosperity that our parents left to us. That is a responsibility we should all take seriously. Help me shrink government, grow jobs, and unleash the potential of Washington. We're the Manwillers, and we're asking for your vote this November.
And welcome back, folks. We are in game number 1. Lady Tigers trailing Grandview 15-7. And Ephrata looking a little bit flat-footed here so far, and maybe a case of the nerves. It is a big game for Lady Tigers.
You always wonder how emotions are going to play to this being senior night, getting into the playoffs. And like he says, it does seem like it's just a little flat.
Radigan not able to get to that one, and Grandview with a 9-point lead now, 16-7. Serving for Grandview is Samantha Grove there, and that will increase their lead to 10.
From my rookie point of view, I'm seeing a little bit more communication on the Grandview side than I'm on the Lady Tigers, so hopefully they can start talking and getting together a good rally right here.
Tegan Moore with a nice cross-court shot there. And another point to the Lady Greyhounds. They lead 18-7 now.
That point coming from the senior, Peyton Parrish, for the Lady Greyhounds.
That one could have been a little bit long, and Ephrata won't get that one over. And Grandview up by 12 points now, 19-7. That one's going to go over. And that one is good for another Grandview point.
That point coming from, again, Peyton Parrish, the senior. You can see what Coach Lefebvre was talking about and why she's being chosen first team.
Yeah, you can see that. And, boy, Grandview off to a big run here. They're up by 13, make it 14 points, 21-7.
Right now, I think the Lady Tigers are looking for a little bit of a restart, so hopefully they can find that here.
And a miscue. Those serves are coming pretty quick.
They do. They have a couple taller girls there, and so,
couple good hitters there on that Grandview team. And taking the Lady Tigers, some extra time here to kind of get used to the speed of some of these serves.
We talked about it a lot last week when we were at Moses Lake, that when you can get a good hit down, It makes it really hard to receive that ball when you're having to get below your knees.
And it trickles over the net for an Ephrata point, a much-needed Ephrata point. And checking in for Ephrata, number 10, Carly Eder. And it looks like we've got Sarah Pheasant, and she's going to serve from the left side. Grandview 22, Ephrata 8. Nice block up front. Demi Beavers.
Great. See, here's the energy they're looking for. Things are picking up a little bit. They've got shoulders a little bit higher, not sagging as much.
Sarah Pheasant sends kind of a lob serve over. And they're going to call that one out of bounds. Sarah Pheasant will get to serve for a third time here.
You know, it wasn't out of bounds by much, though. She had some speed on that,
yeah,
on that kill. So
Grandview 22, Ephrata 10. And they're going to say that was long. Boy, I thought for a second there one of the Grandview players had touched it.
I thought so too, but we're not down there with the flags, are we?
No, we don't get paid to officiate.
Wait, we get paid?
Not to officiate.
Oh, okay.
Grandview 23. Ephrata make that 24.
Miscommunication, didn't know, dropped right in between two of our frontline hitters.
And this could be your game point here. If you're just tuned in, this is game number 1. Grandview 24, Ephrata 10. And that one's going to sail long. And that'll do it here for game number 1. Grandview on top, 25-10. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Annette with Grant PUD. Don't let your bill catch you off guard when the weather changes. Sign up for our budget pay program, which will take 12 months of your regular bill and average it so you have one easy to pay amount every month. Ask your CSR at 766-2505 or look us up at www.gcpud.org for more information. And don't forget to like us on Facebook.
And welcome back, folks. Kind of off to a rough start here, Casey. Lady Tigers lost this first game here to the Grandview, 25-10.
You know, if I would have to say, I think the communication was the biggest issue that they had. I mean, the serves were coming pretty hard and pretty fast, but, you know,
they were, and I got to tell you, we've seen some 4A schools, Moses Lake, Wenatchee, and, there's a couple young ladies on that Grandview team that just smoking those serves as good as anyone we've seen.
It is. They've got some taller girls, and, we can't understate the power of seniors, and that's what's coming, and the leadership that seniors provide, on both sides of the ball. The seniors are talking to their teammates, and I think that we might see a little bit more out of Stephanie and Tessa here in this second game as they rally the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, I got the feeling that, the pace of the game, we weren't quite adjusting to it in this first game.
You know what? I agree. It was coming quick, and, I think that maybe Ephrata was looking for something different from
Expecting
Grandview.
something different?
Yeah, because it just seemed like they were just kind of out of places, a little bit of communication back and forth there. Some balls dropping that we normally, when we were here a couple weeks ago, we saw Ephrata getting, and they're missing those ones here. So, but I have full faith that Coach Radigan's going to be able to make the adjustments that need to be made, and I think we'll see a little bit of a different outcome here in Game 2.
Yeah, she is with her crew right there. And, she's another coach that doesn't like to sit, and I can totally, I used to coach basketball, and it was hard for me to just sit down in the chair.
That is true. But you know what? I am watching. There's a different feeling in the gym today, and I'm not sure if I can put my finger on it on what it is. Maybe it's the fog. Maybe everybody's still in a fog from the weather this morning, or it seems like the weather's the easiest thing for us to blame weird things happening on.
Yeah, well, it kind of feels like winter is closing in on us all of a sudden,
It did. I had to, when I got up this morning, had to scrape the windshield on my car before I was able to drive in, and I'm just like, okay.
And Grandview will get us going here to start game number 2. Taylor Hall with the serve for Grandview, a 5'9" junior. And officials checking with the scores table, making sure everything is where it should be.
They're starting right off the bat with one of their better servers, so we'll see how the Ephrata receives it.
Radigan able to get it back over. Boy, that was a heck of a dig.
Yeah, that was. She extended fully out on that one.
And the Tigers coming out with a little bit more energy. And they'll take an early 1-0 lead here in game number 2.
Beautiful kill by Tegan Moore there for the Lady Tigers.
Tegan Moore, from this angle, she doesn't look that tall. She just she can get some air.
She's got some hops, and you're right. If you would just see her any other place, you would think that she would be back there on the back line.
And Grandview, just like that, has got our game tied at 1 apiece. Cross-court shot is blocked by the Greyhounds. And Evan Swearingen will serve for a second time here. Grandview 2, Ephrata 1.
Tigers digging, working hard there to keep the ball in play.
Boy, 2 Ephrata Tigers there to try and block it. Still squeezes through. Grandview on top, 3-1. And Swearingen with another serve for Grandview, and she'll get another. Lady Greyhounds on top, now 4-1.
Our setting just isn't quite there. Setting it that second hit. We're receiving the ball better off of the first hit off the serve, but that second hit is what we're having issues with right now.
And Lady Tigers trying to sneak one over, keep Grandview on their toes, and that won't make it over. Grandview up by 4 now, 5-1. This is game number 2 if you've just tuned in. Grandview having taken game number 1, 25-10. Sarah Pheasant able to keep it in play for Ephrata. Another booming shot. This time the Tigers are there. Radigan will get it over. Cross-court shot.
There we go, point.
And out of bounds. And side out to Ephrata. They trail 5-2 now. Demi Beavers will serve. Huge block there for the Lady Tigers. And this time, Grandview with a block of their own.
Not for lack of effort there on the Lady Tigers side. I'm seeing a little bit of a different energy, even though we're down by 4 points, 6-2 in favor of the Greyhounds. But I'm liking what I see a little bit better.
Susie Medina with that serve for Grandview. Cross-court shot. Medina's there. Blocked by the Tigers, but it's going to go off and out of bounds. Medina will get another serve here. Grandview 7, Ephrata 2. Boy, that was close, but it will be just a bit long.
Giving the point to Grandview there, 8-2.
And that will give Ephrata a much-needed point.
It is the senior Stephanie Wolf there able to get the angle on the blockers to get a side out and the point.
Tegan Moore with the serve for Ephrata. They trail 8-3 here in game number 2. Cross-court shot, and it's going to sail long. Ephrata looking to build on some momentum here. They've trimmed the lead to 4 points.
Good rally going on here right now. Nice save by...
Ooh, and Tigers able to get it over.
Trying to save this rally right here, trying to make it a 3-point.
And they're going to call a lift there. Just...
I'm going to have to disagree on that one. Again, I'm not wearing the white shirt.
I think it was, well, they called a lift, but I think it was a double hit is really what the call should have been there. Or, you know, the call I think we were both looking for is point to Ephrata.
Yeah,
but
that's exactly what I was looking for. I thought it was a good receive, but we just got a point to Grandview right here.
Grandview on top, 10-4. Peyton Parrish with the serve, and she's going to get the ace. And you can see why that young lady's made all conference the last 3 years.
And from the what I'm watching now, it looks like she's well on her way to getting it a 4th year this year.
Grandview 11, Ephrata 4. Big block up front. It's going to go out of bounds, and that will be another Grandview point. Coach Radigan up off her chair again, trying to give her team some instruction.
We started off with that energy, but I don't know where it went. And
yeah.
You know what? And Coach Radigan's thinking the same thing, calling a timeout.
Yeah. Coach Radigan with the timeout. We'll take a break ourselves here. Ephrata trailing Grandview 13-4.
My family and I were driving our one-day-old son home from the hospital when we got a flat tire. With no spare in our car and nothing but rice fields in sight, we called Les Schwab. When Joe saw us on the side of the road with 2 babies, he insisted he'd drive me and the kids home.
Let's get you home safe.
While my husband waited for the tow truck. In no time, Joe's crew had our tire repaired and wouldn't even accept a tip for a ride home, saying it was
baby's first gift.
I'm Estee Wood, and that's my Les Schwab story.
Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
And welcome back, folks. I'm Kody Johnson with iFIBER One Sports. Calling the game with me is Casey Smith. Lady Tigers trailing here in game number 2, 13-4. And, boy, the Lady Tigers came out to a good start here in game 2, but Grandview has kind of taken over momentum here.
You know, they have, and, you know, I'm seeing the effort by the Lady Tigers.
And no one in the back row. Another Grandview point. I'm sorry, Casey. Go ahead and finish.
No, that's okay. You know, the point was there, and I'm just looking at the, you know, the energy levels. I just, you know, it's almost we're seeing the same thing that happened last week at Moses Lake, where we're just seems like a half a step or even a full step behind.
Grandview 14. Lady Tigers 5. And checking in for Ephrata, number 8, Rachel Gear, and she'll come in to serve. And that one will squeak by the front row. And Casey, that's going to put Grandview up by 10 now, 15-5.
You know, I think that, you know, Ephrata's got the right idea. They're just not quite in the right spots.
Boy, another wicked serve coming from Grandview.
Great second set there by Ephrata to keep it going.
And side out to Grandview, up by 11 points now.
You know, at a time like this, it actually just comes down to the ladies on the floor to decide what they want to do. Coach Radican's there letting them know what needs to happen, and now they got to execute.
Hannah Pond with that serve for Grandview. Ooh, nice shot from the back row again, Radigan. And that one will get through just off the fingertips and out of bounds. And just like that, Grandview has got a 12-point lead, 17-5.
You know, what I'm watching here, the score just doesn't seem that, you know, we're obviously down by 12, but it just doesn't
seem like
no.
it. Yeah. And make it 18-5. Hannah Pond will serve again, and that's one of the freshmen, Hannah Pond, 5'5" freshman. And that will give the Lady Tigers a much-needed point.
You know, I'm not seeing Grandview look as young as what he said they were. I mean, that serve there was a little bit, but
they're playing with a lot of poise, aren't they?
They are. They are.
And, you know, you got to say the same thing for Ephrata, a very young team here.
Yeah.
Ooh, that one will find an empty spot right in the middle. And Ephrata down by just 12. Grandview 18, Ephrata 7. Stephanie Wolf will serve. And that'll hit the back corner. Boy, nice placement there.
Another one of Ephrata's freshman, Carly Eder. She just did a direct set off of the second pass there and just set it right in the back corner.
Found a hole there in the back and placed it right where she wanted it. Wolf with her second serve here. No, that's going to go in the net. And lead back up to 11 points. Grandview 19, Ephrata 8.
You know, I guess that's what it is when you're playing side-out volleyball. There's a point every time the ball hits the ground, and maybe that's what I'm seeing.
Casey Comer with the serve for Grandview. Boy, nice shot from the back row.
There we go.
Stephanie Wolf.
Let's see if that's going to be able to get us a little more excitement here, because that was a beautiful kill from the back.
Yep. Need more of that.
Yes, we do.
Tessa Radigan will serve for Ephrata. They're down by 10 points now, 19-9. This is game number 2. That'll sail wide.
Perfect opportunity to build on a couple of mistakes from Grandview.
And Radigan with another serve. Huge block up front. Stephanie Wolf, I believe. Boy, able to get it back over. A couple of those Grandview players on their knees trying to keep it in play.
Got a great volley going on, and let's see what Ephrata can do to capitalize.
Nice rally, Stephanie, or Sarah Pheasant with a set there, and that will translate to an Ephrata point.
Kill to Tegan Moore, number 1 there. And only down by 8 now. Greyhounds 19, Tigers 11.
Tegan Moore, ooh, they're going to get it out of bounds. I told you, they've got her listed at 5'2".
She plays a lot taller than that.
All right, they're going to take a timeout here. Ephrata trailing Grandview 19-12.
Hi, this is Tony with Moses Lake Market, and I want to invite you to come to our horse and tack sale on the last Sunday of the month. Used tack and miscellaneous items are also welcome for consignment. Our tack will sell from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., and the horse sale will start at 1 p.m. sharp. So be sure to be out there at 14372 North Frontage Road East in Moses Lake. Fun, food, and entertainment for all, so bring the whole family. For more information, call us at 509-750-58.
And welcome back. Looks like the super fans over there, you were just saying, Casey, looks like they've got their own timeout going over there.
You know, I enjoy watching the students here at Ephrata. I mean,
I know.
You know, I was talking to one of the parents earlier today of somebody who has a son here who plays sports in other times, and this is the time where he gets to be a fan, and these students take it pretty seriously, making their own timeout, seeing what they can do to help the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, the student section filled out pretty nice tonight. Tessa Radigan with the serve for Ephrata. Grandview had that last timeout, and they do lead 19-12. And that one will sneak by the Lady Tigers.
Another booming kill by number 22, Taylor Hall, a junior for Greyhound, who will also be serving.
Hall, a 5'9" junior. Boy, Sarah Pheasant doing a good job not getting caught up in the net as she got that over for Ephrata.
Nice dig save there for the senior Peyton Parrish to keep this alive for Grandview. Ephrata working just as hard, keeping it going.
Boy, another nice shot by Tegan Moore. That one will find its mark. Ephrata with the point.
I hope Coach Radigan remembered what she said in that last timeout, because we're headed in a good place right now. Cutting the lead to just 7, 20 for the Greyhound, and 13 for your Lady Tigers.
Carly Etter has checked into the game. She's another freshman on this Tiger squad. And gonna be just a bit wide. Grandview goes up 21-13.
And I think Grandview's found just the right mix of mixing experience with the freshmen here. We're not able to pick out any freshmen to be serving to.
Peyton Parrish with that last serve for Grandview. And they're going to get the point there.
Yeah, the ball, they did a good job keeping it in, but just grazed the upward pylon there to get the point.
And Tigers being called for in the nets. And lead back up to 10. Grandview 23, Ephrata 13. I had that wrong. That was Evan Swearingen with the serve there for Grandview.
There you go, freshman Tegan Moore with the kill. Point Ephrata, 23-14.
Makes you wonder if they're not recruiting her for the basketball team as high as that young lady can jump.
I would definitely say, especially a school of this size, I bet you will be
put a basketball in her hands, but I wonder if she could dunk it.
Pretty close.
Grandview 23, Ephrata 14. Tegan Moore, cross-court shot. And that will be another point for the Lady Tigers.
Tegan Moore working really hard here. You know, cut that lead back down to 8.
Sarah Pheasant with a nice dig there. Ooh, nice job keeping it out of the net, but that's going to put Grandview just 1 point away from taking game number 2. Grandview 24, Ephrata 15.
Demi Beavers for Ephrata checking back into the game.
And Susie Medina with the serve for Grandview. And that will do it here for game number 2. Grandview 25, Ephrata 15. And Grandview leading 2 games to 0. Let's go ahead and take another quick break. Thank our sponsors. We'll be back for game number 3 in just a moment.
Hi, Hi, this is Kelly Moore from Moore Furniture. I want to let you all know how excited we are about Sealy's new gel memory foam beds. Sealy has taken memory foam to a whole new level by infusing gel beads into the mattress to keep you from getting too warm while you sleep. They come with a 25-year warranty, and we've got them on our floor for you to try out. We also offer free delivery and in-house financing, so stop by and see us and get yourself sleeping good at night. Remember, whatever you do in bed, Sealy supports it. So come see us at Moore Furniture in Ephrata or find us on the web at moorefurniture.net.
On November 11th, we pay tribute to all veterans of our nation, past and present. It's a very small token for those who have sacrificed so much for the freedoms we enjoy today. We salute all who have served this glorious nation in uniform, including those who are currently serving in the armed forces. On this Veterans Day, we ask you to honor your co-workers, neighbors, and family members who are veterans, and thank them for their service. This message brought to you by the wartime veterans of the American Legion and this station.
You believe this guy?
Are you trying to start a wildfire?
Sorry. Pass the honey? 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hi, I'm Dan, lineman at Grant PUD. If you are planning on digging more than 12 inches deep, you are required by state law to call 811 for a free location service. Knowing the location of buried pipes and utility lines before digging can prevent death, injuries, and costly outages. Please do the right thing and call 811 for a free location service 2 days before doing any digging. For more info, call 811 or visit gcpud.org and like us on Facebook.
And welcome back, Tiger fans. I'm Kody Johnson with iFIBER One Sports. Calling the game with me tonight, Casey Smith. I want to thank him one more time. I started to tell you, I came into the fall sports season with an injury to my shoulder, and I haven't talked much about it because at the time I didn't think it was that big a deal. It turns out that it's kind of got me sideways here. And Casey's been Johnny on the spot here, ready to help me out whenever I needed it. And Casey, thank you very much. You do such a great job. We do appreciate it.
You're welcome, and the pleasure's all mine. I mean, for a sports geek like myself, this is a lot of fun.
Well, Ephrata Tigers got their work cut out for them. They've lost the first 2 games here to Grandview, 25-10 and 25-15. And they showed some signs where they were ready to battle back, but Grandview seemed to be able to answer.
You know what? I think what it is, and they did. Grandview did answer, but it seemed like as soon as we were going, then we hit a ball into the net, and that's going to give a point over to the other team every time we hit into the net. And so we need to work on keeping that ball in the air.
Couple young volleyball teams here tonight. Ephrata will get us going to start game number 3, and this is a must-win for the Lady Tigers. Taylor Phelps with the serve there. She's a 5'1" sophomore.
Little wild passing going on for the Lady Greyhounds there, but they were able to keep it in and get the block for the point.
And coming in for Ephrata, Demi Beavers. Grandview 1, Ephrata 0. And we've got ourselves a nice rally here to start game number 3. That one going to go into the net and put Grandview on top, 2-0.
Tegan Moore took that kill a little bit further back than what she normally does, so a little bit of a misjudgment on where she was at.
Now it'll trickle over the net. And that'll be another point.
I thought it went out of bounds for what I...
That's what I was thinking too.
It's that dotted line over there. It tricked me.
And Ephrata will hit the scoreboard. They trail 3-1 here in game number 3.
Sierra Woods, 5'7" junior for Ephrata, checking into the game with Tegan Moore serving.
And just scrapes over the net. That one will sail a little bit long. And Ephrata has cut the lead to just 1 point. Grandview 3, Ephrata 2. Tegan Moore will get a chance to serve for a second time here. And that one gets over the net. Incredible.
Nice job.
Incredible. One-handed shot to get it back over the net to tie us up here at 3.
That's one of our seniors, Stephanie Wolf, there, just taking that extra effort, and it paid off.
And Tegan Moore with a third serve here. Lady Tigers got a good, I was saying, they've got a good rally going, but
a little close to the net, got in the net. And,
yeah. And Grandview with the lead again, 4-3. Susie Medina serving for Grandview. And Sarah Pheasant tries to sneak one by. Nice dig there.
Ephrata Tigers really working hard. This is what we've needed to see in the first 2 games. Let's see if we can continue it going.
Boy, nice dig. They keep it in play. Can they get her over the net? It's going to be just a little bit short.
Working harder this game. I'm liking what I'm seeing, but the Lady Greyhounds still lead this by 2, 5-3.
And Susie Medina with the serve again. Ooh, that shot will be just a bit short.
That net, we are just not friends with that net tonight.
Yeah, I think we might have to check measurements on that thing. I think it's a little bit taller on our side than it is for Grandview.
Doesn't matter which side we're on, it's a little bit taller, correct? Nice dig by the senior Wolf, but her legs crossed over onto the other side of the court, so side out to the Lady Greyhounds.
And Grandview with the lead here, 7-3. Medina will serve again. Shot will find an empty spot in the back row. And Grandview has a 5-point lead now here in game number 3. Lady Tigers need to pull this one out to keep it going.
They will not be able to head on to the district tournament without a win tonight.
Grandview 8, Tigers, check that. Grandview 9, Ephrata 3.
That was the senior Peyton Parrish with a nice kill, and that time Ephrata thought it was going to sail out, but it dropped well inside the line.
And Grandview on a run here with Susie Medina serving.
It was a 6-3 run, but a 6-point run for the Lady Greyhounds, but served that service error into the net, and Ephrata gets a point, cutting it to a 5-point lead.
And Casey Colmer has checked in. She'll serve for Ephrata. Grandview 9, Ephrata 4. Boy, nice block. It will go out of bounds, though. And Grandview with a 6-point lead, 10-4. And they'll call the lift.
It looks like the Ephrata Tigers need to be a little bit quicker off their fingertips. They've had a lot of those lift calls tonight.
Yeah. 7-point lead. Grandview 11, Ephrata 4.
Beautiful kill by the senior, but the Lady Greyhounds able to keep the ball going.
And Stephanie Wolf.
She got it that time.
Yeah, she finished it that time. That'll bring the Lady Tigers within 6 points now. And Stephanie Wolf with the serve. Boy, that was a tough dig. She's able to get it back over, but you don't see nice block by Grandview.
And that was the number 22, Taylor Hall, at the block, and I'm just watching Peyton Parrish there over for Grandview, and she's running all over the court.
Looks like we've got Hannah Pond serving for Grandview. And some miscommunication will put Grandview up 13-5.
Afraid to really look. I think they really need to have a good rally right here. You know, get that energy up and get it going. I'm a big proponent of playing with high energy.
Wolf with a nice shot
There
from
we
the back
go.
row. Well, she got behind that one.
She did. Hopefully she was hearing me talk about that energy, because that's exactly what we're going to need to do, is get those kills, get the Lady Greyhounds on their heels.
Radigan with the serve there for Ephrata, but Grandview is there, and boy, they found a spot right there in the middle. That's going to put the Lady Greyhounds on top, 14-6. Marissa Garza with the serve for Grandview.
Oh, missed call right there, I think. And number 11, Samantha Grove, understands it too, but point to the Lady Greyhounds there.
And Carly Edders come back in for Ephrata. Sarah Pheasant with the lob serve coming over. Lady Tigers trailing by 7. Make it 6 points.
Rare mistake by the senior for the Lady Greyhounds. Didn't quite get a hold of the ball. We like that.
Grandview 14, Ephrata 8. And Ephrata being called for in the net. I didn't quite see that one myself. You know, I was always, I sometimes go back to that one movie, Major League, Bob Uecker up there in the booth. I think we got hosed on that call. I always wanted to use that.
I was thinking the same thing. I didn't know we had that many black shirts even that close to the net that time.
Grandview 15, Ephrata 8. Cross-court shot, and Ephrata called for in the net again.
Wow.
Boy, that must have been they must have just brushed the net on that one. But it'll put Grandview up by 8 points now, 16-8.
You know, and these are the points we can't afford to give over to the Lady Greyhounds.
Wolf with a shot from that back row. And Tegan will try and hit one cross court.
Senior Peyton Parrish to receive that. Nice save.
And it looks like they got it over. Nice scramble there. And that'll be long. Boy, that was a nice,
it was a nice
rally.
Yes, it was.
And Taylor Phelps has come in to serve for Ephrata. She's a 5'1" sophomore. Boy, that was close.
Oh, somebody there was missing on that, because the player for Lady Red, she brushed her hair back. I mean, I think it went through, it was off, and she saw that. And, well,
Grandview 17, Ephrata 9.
Ephrata with the point there as the Lady Greyhounds block it out of bounds, side out to Lady Tigers.
And Tegan Moore will serve. Looking to trim away at a 7-point lead. Grandview 17, Ephrata 10. Nice shot by Moore. Grandview answers, and it's still in play. Hits the official.
And they had that one. That did a little bit of a ricochet there.
Not every day you see that.
Bounced off the wrestling mat up there, and then came down and
hit the official.
Official did the right thing, just stood, didn't move
Yeah.
to get in the way of any of the players. We didn't want any injuries happening there.
Sometimes that will happen. Grandview 18, Ephrata 10. Stephanie Wolf able to hit one by Grandview. That'll trim the lead to 7 points.
That was senior versus senior, and Ephrata got the point on that one over Peyton Parrish.
Rachel Gear with the serve. Nice job keeping it in, but that's going to be one too many hits. And it's getting a little bit uncomfortable now. Grandview 19, Ephrata 11. Boy, a knuckleball.
Oh, yeah.
That was a knuckleball if I ever saw one. No spin on that thing. It just kind of was darting left and right as it was sailing through the air. Grandview on top by 9 points, 20-11. Radigan with a nice dig, and they're able to get it over the net, and she stays out of the net at the same time. And it'll pay off.
Great work for Rachel Gear. She dove for that ball. She was able to get it over the net through the dig, but to stop her forward movement before she crossed over that net line.
Ephrata trailing by 8 points, 20-12. Stephanie Wolf with that last serve for Ephrata. And the Lady Tigers in the net again.
Lady Tigers have their moments of brilliance here, but then losing some concentration there.
Grandview 21, Ephrata 12. And make that 10-point lead now 22-12. Ephrata with another substitution. Maddie Youngers has come in. She's a 5'10" freshman.
We just saw her in the JV game a couple hours ago.
And just a bit short. That's a break the Lady Tigers needed there.
Need to take all the free points you can get and not give away any free points.
Tessa Radigan serving for Ephrata. Boy, I tell you, you know when Stephanie Wolf hits it, it's almost like it's a booming shot. We can hear it from all the way up here. And Lady Tigers called for in the net again. All right, so evidently we're going to need to get Casey some training and get him down there calling these games.
You know, I just don't see the same thing they're seeing on calling in the net.
Well, I'm right at the net, and you know, I'm not saying that the officials are wrong. I'm just saying, you know, it looks real close. They must be just brushing the net. Grandview just 1 point away from taking the match, 24-13.
You know, it's got to be that the tie goes to the offense or something on that, because I'm seeing both girls in the net. Ephrata coming away with a point there, cutting the lead to 10, keeping the rally going, this match point rally.
And Carly Etter comes back in. Sarah Pheasant with the serve. Ephrata trailing by 10 points now, 24-14. Boy, nice shot by Tegan Moore, and Ephrata will pick up another.
Grandview 24, Ephrata 15.
And Sarah Pheasant sends a lobbing serve over. And Ephrata being called for in the net again. That's going to end it. Grandview takes game number 3, 25-15. Let's take another quick commercial break, and we'll be back for just a quick wrap-up here. I'm Kody Johnson with iFIBER One Sports. Calling our game with me tonight, Casey Smith, and we're back in just a moment.
Have you had enough? Enough recession, enough unemployment, enough government telling you how to run your business? I'm Matt Manwiller, and I'm running for the Washington State Legislature. I want to shrink the size of government, grow jobs, and unleash the potential of Washington. We can do that by cutting regulations, protecting private property rights, and finding water storage solutions. Let's get government out of the way so we can let the creative and hardworking people of Washington create all the jobs and prosperity we all deserve.
Life in the military is one of service and sacrifice. And for some, that sacrifice is more than many of us can imagine. Please join with the American Legion in recognizing and supporting our wounded warriors and their families. Let's not allow them to be forgotten and left to fend for themselves. They deserve more. Sometimes just thank you isn't enough. Go to legion.org/honor veterans to find out how you can help.
Hi, this is Tony with Moses Lake Market, and I want to invite you to come to our horse and tack sale on the last Sunday of the month. Used tack and miscellaneous items are also welcome for consignment. Our tack will sell from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., and the horse sale will start at 1 p.m. sharp. So be sure to be out there at 14372 North Frontage Road East in Moses Lake. Fun, food, and entertainment for all, so bring the whole family. For more information, call us at 509-750-5800.
Hi, I'm Dan, lineman at Grant PD. Portable generators can keep things running if the power goes out, but do not operate generators indoors as the exhaust can be deadly in a confined space. Also, do not connect portable generators directly to household wiring because the electricity could harm linemen working to restore power. Please follow all safety and operating instructions in the generator's owner's manual. For more information, visit gcpud.org and like us on Facebook.
And welcome back, Tiger fans. Boy, a tough loss here for the Lady Tigers. A win here would have put them into the playoffs.
It would have been. With this loss, they're not going to be able to do it. They're not going to be able to catch.
And they mathematically, I think that could exclude them.
That puts them at 3-5, but it puts the Grandview at 5-4. So
yeah.
Even if they win, that makes them 5-5.
Yeah, so we do want to send some congratulations on a terrific season. The two seniors they've got out there, Stephanie Wolf and
Tessa
Radigan. It's been a spectacular season watching those two young ladies, and you never know. I get the feeling that they're good enough that we might see them be playing some college ball. I wouldn't be surprised myself.
Definitely, especially even at the community college level, and if it's something that they've got the passion about, which I think they definitely played with the passion. I mean, we saw Stephanie Wolf tonight. Every time we could hear her hitting the ball all the way up here.
You could tell the difference, couldn't you?
And Tessa was digging, so they didn't give up. Nothing happened there, and it just it's just unfortunate that it ended up that way. Not going to take anything away from the Grandview Greyhounds. They played well. They played as a team there and took advantage of a little bit of flatness that I saw from Ephrata.
Yeah, a couple young teams, and a lot of great volleyball in the years to come for both. We saw a lot of freshmen on the court tonight.
Yes, we did.
Especially for Ephrata, they weren't just sitting on the bench. Those freshmen were rotated throughout the entire game, entire match.
And in fact, we have two freshmen that get the start for Ephrata.
Yeah.
So that's only going to bring. We're going to see them again. It's going to be exciting to watch Tegan Moore grow as a freshman. Having 4 years. She's got some booming kills that are just they're going to help out this team.
Yeah. Now, folks, don't forget you can catch this game and a lot of other Ephrata and Moses Lake, Soap Lake, all the teams here in the Columbia Basin You can catch those games on demand on iFIBER1.com. Check out our website in the sports section, and you can play these anytime you want. I got a couple other announcements here I want to make again. Girls soccer the girls soccer team will play in the district playoffs on Thursday, October 25th. And Ephrata will travel to either Ellensburg or Sela to play in a loser-out game. We got some concerts coming up. 1 week from tonight, the choir is going to be playing in the PAC gym. And that starts at 7:30. And if you've never heard the choir, they are spectacular.
That's another passion of mine. I was in my choir in high school, and so you said and mentioned if it works out, we might actually even get to broadcast that. That'll be a fun thing.
Yeah, I was. I actually was in choir for one semester. You see, he's already laughing. He already knows. I don't even need to finish that story.
I'm sorry. The Cowboys in the choir. I mean, bringing out some cowboy poetry then, I guess, huh? We'll look forward to that.
Yeah, sometimes that won't happen. We got a band concert coming up in the Commons here in Ephrata on November 1st. That's at 7:30. And Michelle Webb, the athletic director here at Ephrata High School, wants me to remind everyone that the winter sports practices will start November 12th. If you haven't got your physicals and your other paperwork together, you need to get that done here pretty quick.
But another thing to mention also, this wasn't the last game for Ephrata.
No.
They'll be traveling this Thursday to Othello. So as you get to see these ladies, Tigers, they're able to still have the opportunity to finish the season on a strong note as they head down to Othello. So as you see them, give them, help them buck up as they get to head down to Othello, take on the Huskies.
Yep. And terrific bunch of young ladies on and off the court, I got to say, too. Now, one more quick reminder. iFIBER One Sports is going to be back here in Ephrata on Friday night. Tigers are going to be taking on Prosser, and that is another big game. Tigers need to win that to keep their playoff hopes alive here for football.
I'm excited because the underdogs have the opportunity to do something really special here. The Prosser Mustangs are coming in, but as we look at we had a great crowd of students, the Superfans tonight here, and make sure that everybody comes out to the game because, Friday night lights, anything can happen.
Yeah, I know it. And, we had a huge turnout the last time we broadcast from Ephrata, and I have a feeling it's going to be the same thing based on the crowd that we saw here for volleyball. Another crazy night.
That'll be exciting. You'll have to tell me about it. I'm going to stay warm with Kelly Ryan back in the studio.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I want to thank our crew one more time. Yeah, I see, and the guys in the studio, I can hear them. They're laughing. I want to thank our crew one more time. Of course, Casey Smith calling the game with me here tonight. Robert Ryder kind of serving as an assistant producer. Eli Flanagan on camera 1. And Merlin Smith on camera 2. And our jokers back in the studio, Kelly Ryan and Jason Pattison. We want to thank everyone for watching. And we will see you again on Friday night for Tiger football when they take on Prosser.
Thank you.